Hello dear students, myself Mr. Abhijit Ankush, working as a lecturer in KCD's Krishna College of Pharmacy, Karnataka. Today, here I am discussing with you first topic of the pharmaceutical chemistry 2. Name of the topic, heterocyclic compound. This topic is the first part of the heterocyclic compounds or the organic chemistry. That's why we divide this PPTs or lecture into two sessions. So first, what are the learning outcomes? After completion of this topic, student will be able to understand the concept of organic chemistry, then how to differentiate between the organic and heterocyclic compounds. What is the basic difference between organic and heterocyclic compounds? You can differentiate by using this video or by after discussion on this topic. Then to draw the structure of different heterocyclic compounds, maybe that is the five member ring or six-member ring. Next, to identify the different functional groups. So these are the four very important learning outcomes. After completion of this topic, learner or student will be understand these all learning outcomes. First point, what do you mean by organic chemistry? Organic chemistry means very important carbon atoms. Those compounds which are containing the presence of carbon is known as organic chemistry. Means it is the branch of chemistry which deals with the study of chemistry of carbon atom is known as organic chemistry. What about carbocyclic compounds? Carbo plus cyclic means cyclic compounds containing all the carbon atom along with hydrogen. Means suppose this is the example of benzene. We see the molecular formula of benzene is C6H6 means what? All carbons along with the hydrogen atom. Another example is cyclopropane. In cyclopropane, it indicates three carbon atoms and six molecules of hydrogen. Means carbocyclic compounds are the compounds containing carbon atoms along with hydrogen. Second, heterocyclic compounds. What is heterocyclic compounds? Cyclic compounds containing two or more different heteroatoms like nitrogen, sulfur, or oxygen, including carbon atom. If we compare these two, carbocyclic compound and heterocyclic compound, the heterocyclic compounds containing cyclic compounds. But what is the difference between carbocyclic and heterocyclic? There is a presence of heteroatoms like nitrogen, sulfur, or oxygen along with carbon atom is known as heterocyclic compound. See, this is the examples of heterocyclic compounds. First is the pyridine, contains one nitrogen atom present in the six-member ring. This means nitrogen is the heteroatom and containing ring-like structure. Hence, we call the pyridine is a heterocyclic compound. What about furan? Furan is a five-membered ring, but there is a molecule present in heteroatom is oxygen ring is five-membered ring. Here, another example is thiol. Thiol containing sulfur, there is presence of sulfur containing five-membered ring. So these are the three examples of heterocyclic compounds. So what is the difference between carbocyclic and heterocyclic compounds? Carbocyclic compound there is a absence of heteroatoms, but in heterocyclic compounds there is a presence of heteroatoms. What are the heteroatoms? Like nitrogen, sulfur, and oxygen. Next, move toward the next slide. What is the classification of organic compound? The organic compound is divided into two main components. Number one is open chain compound and second one is the cyclic compound. Open chain compound is divided into two compounds or two subcompounds. First one is a straight chain compound and second one is the branched chain compound. But our cyclic compounds is again divided into two subpoints, homocyclic compounds and heterocyclic compound. And homocyclic compound is also divided into two subpoints like polycyclic compound and aromatic compound. So this is the detailed classification of organic compounds. Next, very important point is the rule for the nomenclature of heterocyclic compound. How to write the chemical name of any structure according to that structure. The first point is very important. If you have a pen or notebook, you can write these points. First one is if the heteroatom present in the heterocyclic ring, then the following prefixes are used. If heteroatom present is the oxygen, it denoted by a capital O and prefix used is oxa. If heteroatom present is sulfur, then used letter is capital S. Suffix or prefix used as a thia or thio. If the heteroatom present is nitrogen, then prefix used as aza, azo or pyra. This is the first point. If the heteroatom present in heterocyclic ring, then the following prefixes are used: oxygen, sulfur, and nitrogen. These are the three heteroatoms which frequently present in the different heterocyclic rings. Now, second point, numbering of the heterocyclic compounds are started always from heteroatom. If the heteroatom present in the heterocyclic ring, then start the numbering from presence of heteroatom. Suppose this is the example of pyridic acid. The presence of nitrogen atom in that ring, so numbering start from the heteroatom, whether that is the clockwise direction or another structure is anti-clockwise direction. This is very important. Okay, so very important is that in second point, numbering start from the heteroatoms. See, these are the two examples. If select the A, the numbering is starting from nitrogen atom. If point number 3, if the substituents group is present, then gives least possible number to the substitute. Suppose the presence of any substitute on that ring, then you can number the structure with least or lowest number to the substituents. For example, if you see the structure A, we can numbering like this, then the substitute get 3 number, but here in structure B, if the numbering was clockwise direction, that the substitute goes is the 5 number. So very important is the substituent group is present, then gives the least possible number. So these are the three nomenclature parameters. Next, if the substitutes are more than one arranged in alphabetical order. Suppose this is the structure. In that structure, 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the 4 substitutes are attached to the one heterocyclic ring. At that time, you number the least possible numbers to the all substituents and then write it separately and then arrange all according to their alphabetical letters. Like for example, if CH3 indicates methyl, OH indicates hydroxyl, CH2OH indicates methanol, CH2OH indicates methanol. Likewise, these all substitutes are present. Write it separately and which alphabetical orders are come first, you write that first name of that substitutes. Next point, point number 5, if two or more than two heteroatoms is present, then very important ring preferences are like oxygen indicates 1, sulfur second, and nitrogen is 3. Suppose this is the example of oxazole. In the structure of oxazole, there is a presence of two heteroatoms like oxygen and nitrogen is present. Hence, at that time, first, whenever oxygen nitrogen is present in the same ring, that time you prefer number 1 to the oxygen and then nitrogen. So this is another example. Thiazolidine. There is presence of sulfur and nitrogen. At that time, you give the first number to the sulfur atom. Means what? Whenever the two heteroatoms is present, then first one is the oxygen, second one is the sulfur, and number three is the nitrogen. Next, if the heterocyclic ring containing two or more nitrogen atoms, then the saturated nitrogen should be bear number 1. See, this is the structure of imidazole. What that indicates? Nitrogen and two nitrogens is present in the 5-membered ring. Very important point is this: saturated nitrogen should be bear number 1. Means here, the nitrogen containing one hydrogen atom is attached directly to nitrogen. That nitrogen we will give the first number, and second is the second number nitrogen. So means what? The saturated nitrogen bear number 1. Next, very important is a fused ring. What exactly do in fused ring? If suppose two rings are connected to each other, at that time we will number like this. For example, suppose this is the structure of quinoline, but there is a fusion is occurring between the 5, 4 and 8 and 1. This structure is separately writes here, like benzene and pyridine joins together. There is a formation of quinoline. This is the fused member ring. Likewise, that time you write the numbering from start from the heteroatom and then you goes to the least possible substitutes number. For example, this is the structure of quinoline. The numbering start from nitrogen and then end to this 8 number position. Okay, so this is the example of quinoline. Next, in certain fusion compounds containing the numbering should not form the heteroatoms. In previous slide, we have seen the heteroatom must be bear number 1, whether it is oxygen, sulfur, or nitrogen. But here, this formula is changed. The sentence is changed. Here is in isoquinoline. What happened in isoquinoline? If see the structure of isoquinoline, the numbering start from here, nitrogen showing the 2 numbers because of their stability and because of their saturity. Also same structure in acridine. If you see the structure of acridine, the heteroatoms getting the 10th number. In phenothiazine, also indicates the sulfur indicates the 5 number. Likewise, point number 9 indicates in certain fusionic compounds, the numbering is not starting from the heteroatom. These are the few examples of the compounds which are not starting with the heteroatoms. So I conclude my session. Remaining IUPAC or remaining chemical lecture we will discuss in next lecture. Thank you. Thank you so much.